Hi everyone,
Hello again.
it's Kirsten.
And Jörg.
Today will be a little bit of a different video because
Yeah, Kirsten is turning 50.
can you imagine 50?
Yeah, that's a very scary age for a lot of people.
It is. I'm not scared of it, but I have to get used to the number.
Yeah.
I must say.
But to me, when I turn 50, it's just, you're getting older. That's how the nature is, how it is.
So it's not downhill?
No, it's not.
And we thought it would be nice to share 5 things that...
Yeah, let's say that are good about being 50 or being over 50.
Yeah, growing older. So not everything is bad.
No, it isn't.
On the contrary.
Yeah.
And the first thing we want to share is, or that we learned is, you can't please everyone.
Yeah, that's what we learned in the last 50 years.
Yes.
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 And I really think that's something you realize when you're getting older.
And I must say, Jörg is a lot better at it than I am. I'm still learning. But when I look back, and for example, when I started a blog I think I was about 43 years old. And I don't know, I have the feeling that I have to follow trends, that I have to wear new clothes all the time. But now, what you see here on YouTube, this is how I am, how you are.
Yeah.
And it's like we think, I don't know, if you don't like it, we won't be changing.
No, because we change and somebody tells us, oh, we liked you much better as you've been before.
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
This is how we feel happy.
Yeah, and as I said, you can't please everybody.
No.
There's always somebody telling you that you're doing things wrong.
Yeah, and we think just you have to do or you have to wear what you love, what makes you feel the best version of yourself.
Yeah, what you feel is good.
Yeah, so we're not going to change to follow a trend or something.
No.
So, yeah. And that's really, I have to say, is so liberating. It really is liberating.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing you realize when you get older.
Yes.
Because when you're young, you try to do things, and you try to please a lot of people.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
And the next thing is, don't say, I'll do it later.
No. Some things you can't realize now, but there sometimes are tiny things like, I mean, okay, we are still in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
But for example, you say, I will visit a very special friend in the USA in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
And that's not a good idea.
No, I think what we wanted to say is that we've realized that you shouldn't say, I'm doing certain things when I'm retired.
Yes.
Or I'm visiting my friend in 5 years' time. If you want to do it, try to do it now, because you don't know how it's gonna be in 3 or 5 years' time.
Yes.
And so do certain things now.
You wanted to say something about your dad.
Yeah, yes, and I said I realized it when my dad died, which is 15 years.
15 years ago, yeah.
And he always told me, when I'm retired, I'm gonna travel and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Yeah, but in his mid-50s, he got sick, and in his early 60s, he died.
Yes.
So he never got to do these things he wanted to do.
No.
Have to do certain things now.
Yeah.
You can't do everything. You can't do it, but do things now. Do things which make you happy now, and don't think I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it in 5 years' time.
No. And also, what comes with it as well is that applies to me. I have to say, I'm a big dreamer, and that's something I will never give up.
Yeah.
This is just part of me, and I think that's so important. No matter your age, keep on dreaming.
Yeah.
And keep on having goals, because I think it keeps you alive.
It keeps you going.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so nice. Even like I don't know what I do now, making YouTube videos with Jörg, and the content is something I've wanted to do for ages.
Yeah.
And it happened years later,
Yeah.
decades later. And this is what sometimes happens. But I've never, I don't know, lost the thought
Yeah.
and tried to chase my dreams.
No, so I never think it is too late to do it.
No.
Let's say when we decided to go to the UK, I was in my, I turned 50
Yes.
in that year.
Yeah.
And everybody told us, you're crazy. Yeah, you're selling your house, you're moving to the UK. And that's in an age when everybody is settled down, when you know where you want to be and when you never change.
Yes.
Yeah, but why? Why should I?
Yeah. Change is good.
Yeah, and why can't I do things? I think I told you a story which I read in the newspapers weeks ago.
Yeah.
About an Italian who is in, I think, his late 70s or even older, and he now just made his PhD in philosophy.
Yes.
Yeah, because it was always his dream to do that.
Yeah.
And he said when he was working, he couldn't do that. When he got retired, in the first years he couldn't do that because his wife was sick and he had to care for his wife. But when she died, he said, I started doing that. And now he's fulfilled his dream.
It's so inspiring.
Yeah.
It really
To
is
me, that's
inspiring.
inspiring. So
yes.
Never say it's too late.
No, don't do it. The next thing we think is so important, and we really learned that throughout the years, is buying things all of the time.
Yeah.
And it's not, we don't mean things like, for example, now we are redecorating our house, we spent money on that.
Yeah.
And we travel, we spent money on that. But what we mean is following the latest trend, having the newest car. What else, Jörg?
Yeah. Now, what I mean, a lot of people, for example, they buy a computer and next year they buy a new computer and throw the old one away because they always wanted to have the newest computer or the trendiest computer.
Yeah. Like we feel so many people, they just want to keep up.
Yeah.
You buy a house, your neighbor buys a bigger house, so you have to buy the next big house.
Yeah.
And
even if you don't need it.
Yeah, and I don't know, we just don't think like that anymore.
No.
And feel so much better.
Yes, I think when we now buy stuff, like things for the house, we think, okay, we want to live here for the next years and we're going to buy stuff which we can keep for 20 years or maybe keep until we die.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they're timeless, because we like them.
Yeah.
So we're not buying things because they're in.
No. Yeah. And that's also, it's such a nice feeling that when your neighbor has a new car and you think, good for him, we are happy. I don't know, it's a bit hard to explain, but it's also very liberating.
Yeah.
Very, very liberating.
But I think that's really the thing when you're getting older.
Yeah.
You realize that because you see the value in other things.
Yeah.
Like having a nice afternoon together.
Yes.
Or like having a good conversation or reading a good book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You become more relaxed.
Yeah.
Definitely. Number 4 on our list is your parents are mostly right.
Yeah.
And I must say, we have wonderful parents.
Yes.
But I also remember when I was in my 20s, same with you, your parents told you something and you thought, let them talk.
Yeah.
It's just rubbish.
In a lot of cases, they were right.
Most of the time, honestly. Yeah. Like when I talk to my parents now, my parents are in their 70s. I came to realize that I really listen to them.
Yeah.
And that I so often look for advice from them. And I really, really value and treasure that.
Yeah.
Because so many people say, the older people, you can't take them seriously.
No, they've got some wisdom.
Oh, they do.
Life's wisdom.
They really do. So, yeah.
And I think what we also recognize with this is we take advice.
Yes.
We
yeah.
listen to people. We take advice because why not?
Yes. It's really important. And so often when it comes to bigger decisions, I talk to my parents and and things that they told me 20 years ago that I didn't take seriously. And now I think, they were right. And it's really, it's nice. Number 5 on our list is dealing with pressure.
Yeah. I think when you're getting older, you know how to deal with pressure much better.
I remember, I don't know, it's like 6, 7 years ago, and there were serious issues at work for Jörg. Sometimes he couldn't sleep. He was very, very tense. And luckily, I don't know, you can deal with that so much better now.
Yeah. But it's simple because I think when you're getting older, you realize there is a solution. Yeah, each problem has a solution. And then sometimes the solution just comes to you. But you don't have to be nervous all the time.
No, especially there are problems at work, of course.
Yeah.
But when you come home, you try to, I don't know, get away from it, relax and sleep.
Yeah.
And then start the next day, which is probably even better because then you just got away from it for...
Yeah, don't carry things around with you.
Yeah.
Get them off your chest.
It's just not good for your health and for your mental health, for your physical health. And you really learned. You really changed and it's so good.
Yeah.
And
but that's the thing I've learned, and I think that's the thing I sometimes admire in older people.
Yeah.
Because they have the experience, they have seen a lot of things, they've done a lot of things in their life, so they sometimes just can keep calm.
Yeah. Keep calm and carry on.
Yeah.
So many British people say that. And
that's true. So.
It is true. Yeah. And so at the end of the day, turning 50 and older is not a bad thing after all. I mean, at the end of the day, your health is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And
we can't avoid getting older.
No.
We can't.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
And we try to enjoy the ride as best as possible and make the best out of it and try to be happy. And I don't know, it's the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
And what we said applies to us. It's not, I mean, the list could go on.
Yeah.
And it's probably different for everybody. But these are our so-called top 5.
Yeah.
And we hope you liked it. And let us know what you've learned, what you think is important if you are mature or older, because we would love to know.
Yeah, but unless we think every age has its best.
Definitely. So, we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, stay safe.
Stay safe.
And take care of yourself.
Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.